That is really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to come on, and I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't know. Let me see. Can I hear myself? It looks like my microphone is working. Hi, guys. It's been, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks. There's been a lot going on. And I sort of owe a lot of people who've been very supportive of me a minute explanation as to why I haven't been online for a minute. And also I wanted to catch up with you guys. It has been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I haven't talked to anybody. Um, Not Shams, not nobody. I'm gonna turn on a light because I don't like the blue. So, uh, pull my hair out of my head to make it better. Anyway, so much has been going on, you guys. The world is like in chaos and everybody is in these little bubbles. Um, Endless videos on TikTok about people who are having a really struggling time right now. And I don't know where it is in other places in the world, but I know that here where I am in particular in New York, um, things are just I was telling Tom today that it seems as though everywhere you go, prices are marked up and then they say they're on sale by taking 30 or 40 cents off. But we're not stupid, you know? We know what this stuff that we've all been buying forever cost 2 months ago. So I guess it's the nature of the beast. I was looking at my credit reports today, and it has been brought to my attention that I might be a victim of identity theft. Um, I don't know what exactly this means, but I am looking into it. Nevertheless, have any of you? Hi, Dilly. Listen, honey, it's been about 2 weeks since I've gotten on the internet, and I been feeling, guilty that I haven't touched base with you guys. Um, I am door dashing right now, as you can probably see. But I was standing here and I was also looking through my live because, I've never checked out what type of things you can do with your live on YouTube. Not very many, like you can't design a background or you guys remember MySpace? God, I miss MySpace. I really wish that Tom never gave stuff over to Mark. What a mistake. What a huge mistake. But you know what it was? They didn't want people learning how to code. And MySpace was basically teaching, well, hopefully my voice can put you to sleep, Dilly. Um, MySpace was teaching people how to build their own web pages, and we can't have that. So, they pushed that out. Um, but anyway, I wanted to catch up, make a little catch up video, not Heinz ketchup, me catch up with you guys. Um, Hi, hot retarded chicks. How are you guys? Where I am in New York, I was just saying that, it seems like everybody is taking their prices and they're price gouging. Everybody's price gouging. You go to the grocery store, gas station, or, 5 and 10 or whatever you guys call it, the bodego, everything has been marked up a buck or 2, and then they take a couple cents off and tell you that it's on sale. Like, we haven't been buying the things that we've been buying forever, you know? They really think that humanity is dumb as rocks. They've literally been pillaging the money from the system in every direction possible. I was looking at my credit report today, and I was just saying it might be possible that I might have been a victim of identity theft. It's very likely that it was somebody that I let come stay in my house. Um, anyway, I'm looking into that, but the reason why I brought that up was because I was looking over my credit report and I have student loans. Back in 2000 and from 2010 until 2015, I went to Ashford University, Ashford Online. Okay. And at the time, the school was accredited. Colleges have accreditation. And what that does is it gives them the right to, no way, it gives them the right to accept, and it gives them the legal status of allowing students to apply for federal funding, and the Fed will give you money to go to these schools. That means they're supposed to be legitimate. But I did a little digging about Ashford University, and let me just tell you, I went for almost 5 years. I never took a day off. I'm not even exaggerating. I never took a day off. I handed in all of my papers. I literally was maintaining 4.0 GPA at Ashford University for the first 3 years. 4 years, really. I did really well. I didn't take any vacations. I didn't take off Christmas. I didn't take off any holidays. I didn't even leave my home because, well, and when I did, if it was like something that I had to go to, I made sure to bring my laptop and, you know, did all my work while I was on the road wherever I might have been going. It really annoyed a lot of people because I put so much energy into this. Okay. I attended every discussion. I was a participant in everything that was required by the school. And I had a really great open line of communication with my student advisor. He was fantastic. He really knew his stuff, and he was very helpful. He helped me get all my grants and all my loans and everything I needed. And bear in mind, I just want to say that I was sort of like not strong armed, but I was sort of pushed into getting involved with Ashford to begin with. It happened so quickly. And I mean, I was working two jobs. I just had a crazy life at the time, and they kept calling me and calling me and calling me. And they were like, you can change your life. You do this and you get this and you get that, and you can get a better job and you won't ever have to do the stuff you're doing anymore. So, I mean, they told me, "Well, we'll give you this and you can look into it and commitment." But all that stuff was, it was just fishing me. They reeled me in, and I know that for somebody who is even half my intellect, they were reeled in the first or second call. It took months. It literally took months of Ashford calling me. And part of the reason why they were calling me so incessantly was because I dropped out of actual college. It was too much. I was a mom. I had two small kids under the age of 4. Um, my husband was a lying, cheating freak, and because we were kids. Philip, God rest your soul, hey, I that's what it was. So, I mean, I'm just trying to explain the depth of, my insanity at the time. So, anyway, so I dropped out of school, and it had been about a year and a half, and when Ashford started calling me. So, I am really good. I've been on using the internet literally, like, on it, like, exclusively my, connection to the outside world, the internet, since 1998. Okay. So, I mean, I know a little bit about how to use the computer and stuff. So, anyway, I thought, okay, this sounds like a good dig. I did some research. They were accredited. New York State was perfectly willing to hand them $50,000, over 4 years. But 4 years in, my father in law got deathly ill and he was put into the hospital. Thanks. I'm sorry, I was reading what you guys were saying. Anyway, 4 years in, after all this commitment, all my papers turned in, I had relationships with people at the school, I had friends from all over the country and all over the world through Ashford University. So my father-in-law gets very ill, and bear in mind, this man is, amputee, he only had 1 leg. And he what happened was is he contracted pneumonia. So we took him to the emergency room and all of this stuff just roller coastered out of control. Once we should have never This man would still be alive if we hadn't taken him to the emergency room. And now you see, Tom's sisters are sort of in control of their family situation. Their mom and dad are both, I mean, their mom is deceased and everybody in their family, it's just the 3 of them. So, they put a lot of faith into the doctors. So anyway, so for 8 months, Paul would call us at 7 o'clock in the morning and be like, "Please come." He was afraid. They were moving him from hospital to facility to this place to that place. So every morning we're getting up and driving to go sit with him wherever he is. And I started falling behind in my schoolwork. Bear in mind, 4 years I've been going to this school devotedly, 4.0 GPA. My GPA is starting to drop a little. It came down to a 3.8. So I talked to my advisor and I'm like, look, if this crazy stuff is going on in my life, I really need, just a week, two, three at the max for, dealing with this stuff. And he was very understanding. So they told me that they would give me this form. And little did I know, unbeknownst to me, at the time, Ashford University was in the background fighting for their accreditation. Okay. Now they're owned by a company at the time, anyway. They were owned by a company who was producing the literature that we were required to buy, Bridgepoint. I did a lot of deep digging into these people. They all end up being connected to the same people who are, the Fortune 500 companies, all had their fingers in this stuff. The United States corrections. I mean, it's so sick and twisted how they're all connected. And basically, what they've been doing is siphoning money out of the system. And they're doing it to me through online college, which is freaking insane because what they did was they talked me into going to this bullshit school. Okay. And excuse my French, my English, whatever. Anyway, I apologize. I am French, so I can say that. I can't say that. I don't even know. I can't keep up with all that crap. I won't say it again. That. Anyway, I apologize for real. But this school was a Ponzi scheme, and I'm pretty sure that the majority of them at the time, and maybe even now, still are. Ashford University lost their accreditation in this process of while I was trying to take time off. So when I tried to get the form that I needed in order to take the couple of weeks off, which is perfectly legitimate, it was offered to me over and over and over again throughout the time that I was going to school there. And they're like, you can take time off, you want a holiday, this, that. No, I want to do my work. I want to get it in. I want to get things done. I wanted to complete all my assignments, all my projects, wrote all my papers. I mean, I learned some stuff. I definitely did. But it was all elementary stuff. It was all anyway. So I'm trying to get back in touch with my advisor, and they're like, "Oh, you have a new advisor." I had the same advisor for 4 years. A new advisor, "Well, I need this form. Can you send it to me?" "Well, we'll get him to get in touch with you." And so we're playing this phone tag, okay? And it's as if, they really don't want me to get in touch. Eventually, I am cut out. I can't get into my portal. They're telling me the only way that I can get any information from them is to give them $1,500, okay? So they're demanding $1,500 in order for me to get information. Any of my manuscripts and anything that I had submitted into the system to them. I mean my transcripts, my manuscripts. Anyway, nothing. I couldn't get in. Okay? I wrote emails. I did so many things, and it's just really, I am so proud that I was able to accomplish what I did through Ashford University. I was really proud of myself. And I was doing really well, and I was really excited. I was going to be able to tell my parents I graduated from a college, even though it was online college, and it was just a Ponzi scheme, and they're not even accredited anymore, and they're not located in the same location. None of the same people who were involved with talking me into involving myself with that scumbag school. And I think that I'm perfectly well within my rights to say how I feel about that school because I don't know if do you guys watch TikTok? Because there's this guy on TikTok and I really need to find out. I'm gonna look right now to see if he's there. But he's been talking about neurodivergency. Do you guys know about that? I know that I talked about it in my previous stream, but I'm really relating to this stuff. Since I was a little kid, I have had so many problems fitting in. I always just had this like awkward kind of out of place kind of thing. And, I mean, being adopted and going through all that process, and obviously I'm going to have some issues, but it's different than that. It was before all that happened. I felt it as a really small kid and growing up. I don't fit in. I can't make friends with people on like I am socially awkward. And so anyway, this neurodivergent stuff is really just there's a whole society of people that understand how I feel, and it's crazy. So, anyway, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because 2 intertwined, I have this thing with, I I once I can't get to the bottom of something, it's just I give up. And the thing so I'm looking at my student loans, and I'm realizing now they have these loans all broken up into like these different little pieces, which it was never like that before. It was Ashford University, one chunk, and that's it. Now, if they have all of these loans broken up into individual things, th- my what I tell myself is that sounds to me like they're trying to collect interest on those individual loans. And the thing is that money was stolen from me. It was stolen from me because I didn't get anything tangible from Ashford University. Nothing. Not a piece of paper that said that I did any work. Nothing. I got completely cut out. Everybody that worked there at the time was either disconnected from me completely, or I was unable to get to the bottom of anything. And I did write a letter and I did talk to FAFSA, and it's just I gave up. I gave up. I didn't have a printer. Once I was getting to the bottom of this, when I went to Ashford University, I had a nice printer because man, I was taking it seriously. But at the time of me trying to get to the bottom of, I'm not paying this back. Okay, I am not paying back what Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Hillary Clinton, all those people that are sitting on the boards in Delaware, where all of the money in America is being siphoned out of our country from us. Okay? These people did not build this country. Okay? The people robbing us didn't build this country. They didn't build it. Our grandparents built it. Our great grandparents built it. Our families were the ones that went into the coal mines and dug out the Erie Canal and built all the skyscrapers and laid all of the roads and, built our libraries. And, I mean, these people, not even their families. Okay, like let's take New York State for example. You have the Rockefeller family. Okay, the Rockefeller family did a really great job of spending a lot of money and building a lot of really cool things, but they didn't do it. Their hands didn't bleed. They didn't work from dusk till dawn, 20,000 hours of their lives to build the country. And it's just I'm watching the money get siphoned out, and it's appalling, and it's really affecting me. And so anyway, my point was there are people all over TikTok, women crying about there was this one lady who says that she's a nurse and that they paid their mortgage. They live in a beautiful ranch, two bedroom. They have what they need. All their bills are paid, but they only have $200 or $300 left for the week until Friday. Oh my God. First of all, are you kidding me? If I had 200 extra dollars at the end of paying all of my bills, I would be on my hands and knees thanking God because I have yet to be able to get all my bills paid at one time without, it being on my neck. And I know that there are a lot more people like me without 200 extra dollars every week because we have been kicked down. Okay. We have been kicked down. I'm 50 years old. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I am working in a freaking gas station at 50 years old, I have been alive and participated in this society for long enough not to be kicked in my neck and treated like a piece of shit. And the thing is really upsetting to me is we all know that they're making money off of us in the stock market. I mean, they're playing all these games. I was listening to a podcaster earlier today talking about Meghan Markle and how she has some kind of slush company that her mother's running a care facility, but there's no physical embodiment. And now, I guess because I said her name, I should give a disclaimer. This is things that are on the internet, okay? And they're upsetting because there's a lot of filth coming out of Delaware, you guys. Delaware needs to be checked out because why are all of these people opening companies and then getting all of the legal stuff through Delaware when none of them even live in Delaware, okay? Joe Biden turned them all on to something and all of a sudden they're doing it. Joe Biden's not technically from Delaware. I mean, is that where he lives now? Maybe. I thought he was from Scranton. Remember? He went to the public pool in Scranton with the little kids. They were rubbing the hairs on his legs in the pool. Hoo hoo. Um, it's just sick. We are in a really strange time space, aren't we? So that brings me full circle to why I haven't been on the internet for a while. My self-esteem is shit. Um, I really, I just I wanted to do this. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought, I could be a news deliverer, discuss I have a little thing where I'm discussing current events, you know. Then I thought, I mean, I am a painter. Everybody knows I'm an artist that comes onto my channel. I am an artist. But I have lost all of my spirit to do anything, absolutely anything. I don't want to do anything. And I almost feel as though a lot of people are feeling that way. So, does it have to do with something deeper that I'm feeling this way? Like, are they doing something to us all to make us physically feel this way? Is it a vibration that they're sending out? Because we know that we're vibrational beings. Is it that? What is it that my somebody that I put so much pride in being connected with? They are the most together person in the world. They have accomplished so many things in life, and they just have done so many things to be proud. And, they're telling me that they're depressed. And coming from some of the people who are showing signs of this depression, um, you know, obviously it's not just me. I mean, I know that I am not the only one being completely pillaged. I am watching everyone around me start to feel what it's like to be, on the lower rungs. And you know what's crazy, you guys? I was noticing that the poor people are kept that way intentionally. Being a delivery driver, I get to go around and see all of the different prices everywhere, and it's incredible to me that where the rich people shop, things are less expensive than they are where the poor people shop. Like, let's take a box of cereal, for example. A box of cereal in one store that is 20 miles the opposite direction of where the rich people live, that store's got their cereal, the poor people's cereal, marked up. It's all marked up, okay? So you gotta tell me this is not intentional. These are all the things that bother me. These are the things that keep me frozen sitting in my car. Does anybody else get frozen? Do you ever freeze? Do you know what it's like to freeze? I think that has something to do with this whole neurodivergent thing, and it's incredibly interesting to me because I was like a fall through the cracks kind of kid, you know? I went through the system. I went through the public school system. I went through the CPS system. I went through the juvenile system. Then I went through the young emancipated teenage system, still under the thumb of the guy. They call it the man. It's the guy. But the craziest thing is I am one of those people that have been under the thumb, but told, oh, you're perfectly capable of doing this. So I've never gotten any handouts. I've never gotten any welfare. I've never gotten any help. I've never had the federal government pay my rent. I would have freaking loved to. I see people right next to me having all their rent paid. This one's on Section 8 since she's 18 years old and there's not a damn thing wrong with her. But meanwhile, I'm being told, no, you're too capable and competent for any type of help. Get your ass out there, pound the pavement, get a job, figure it out. Figure it out. I know for a fact there are a lot of me. I mean, I know it. My sister's like me. My sister's got it slightly different. She was, she doesn't have the same, like, distractible kind of thought process I think that I do. She's way smarter. She's just so awesome. I love my sister. I don't know if you guys have a relationship with your siblings, but when you have a sibling that you've never known and then you meet down the road and you just have this, like, connection, it's just totally incredible. So, hot retarded chicks. Um, I guess I'm gonna take this. I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that I love you and that I really do appreciate you guys. And if you'd like me to come back, I will. I just need to do this because I don't have any money. So I'll be back. And for now, say la vie, sayonara, arrivederci, and all of that nice stuff.